obviously the scale and the size of the film here, it's huge, it's massive. There's an awful lot of complicated kind of action sequences. How important is it to keep a certain ambience, a certain atmosphere on set? Because if it's repetitive and the actions, I know action sequences obviously look incredibly visceral to see and they look awesome when you're in the middle of it, but to shoot it is a different story altogether. And
yeah, I think shooting is different. I think the one thing is I always try to make it as real for these guys as you can, and by having a lot of physical things happen in frame. But it's funny, it's sort of, it's just interesting because you have to take each day, it's almost like what's today's work, and it's for my job is to kind of make sure we accomplish today's work, but to keep it as sort of as imaginative and as fun for them, because I think I love to play pretend, and for me when I'm looking through the lens, I'm always really feeling like I'm in the scene, and my job is to make sure for them that it's just as fun.
When you're in the midst of all this though, Alex, it must be crazy because you're surrounded by carnage, I'm assuming, and you're really the core of it all. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, DJ, he really creates this, as he said, very real life set, and we do things very real. You know, there's a scene where I'm running through the corridors. Did you see the movie?
I have, yeah.
And I turn around and I slam the lockers and the lockers are really dry, and you're right there with them.
Are you like, where's the stuntman?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be you.
No, this was good about DJ. He pushes you and never pushes you to a dangerous situation, but pushes you to the edge, and it's great as an actor because you live and experience what's on page, and you know that's what we sign up for. We sign up to be the character and to feel what he feels, and as long as it's a safe environment, because I never got hurt once.
You have to trust him.
Yeah.
But because he's an alien, you know, it's very, very difficult to make that type of character feel real. Was that one of the main challenges for you, DJ, to make the character, you know, feel like an actual teenager, and of course you playing number 4?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think we keep on metaphorically. He really is an alien, but metaphorically, he's just like any other kid in school, sort of an outsider who doesn't quite fit in, who's looking to fit in, and his group, his sort of posse that develops between Sam, his good friend, and obviously Sarah, who he falls in love with. They're all kind of outsiders, so I just wanted to treat that drama as sort of real and as sort of visceral, and you know, give them their own soundtrack and make everything about that real, so that when you blend the science fiction element in, it sort of hopefully goes hand in hand.
Seamless.
Yeah, seamless. Yeah.
And Timothy Olyphant, I think, is one of the most underrated actors I think in Hollywood. I think he's brilliant.
Olyphant.
Justified is awesome. I think he's brilliant. But what did he bring to the role? He brought that bit of humanity to the character, and it was good to see to play off. I think there's some of the strongest scenes in the movie.
He brought great hair.
He does have great hair.
He has
very nice stubble.
Yes. No, he's a great actor, and he has this kind of comical timing, and he brings a lightness to the movie, but at the same time brings this this really beautiful relationship between me and him, you know, which is very complicated because he is playing my father that isn't my father, that has to kind of protect me but teach me at the same time. So I think he does an amazing job. Yeah.
Well, the first movie that is kind of maybe a possible franchise, is that something that's daunting? To kind of go, okay, could be the first movie of a lot of different movies, or is it I want to get back into this? I'm really looking forward to doing another one.
I don't think it's daunting because for us it was really about let's make one good movie.
Maybe as good as you can.
One act, one act two, act one, act two, act three, and ultimately I think if at the end of the movie, I think if audiences are enjoying it, you definitely would like to see when you see 4 and 6 get together for just a little bit. I think you kind of look at them and go, yeah, I can spend a whole other movie with 4 and 6 and Sam and trying to find what's out there. So, but I think it wasn't daunting because I really kept everyone focused about we're just going to make one really good movie and let the movie gods take care of the rest.
How action movies are just the scope is obviously on the screen, but then you have to go into post-production and do all the CGI. You must consume the vast amounts of Red Bull just to stay somewhat focused to do all this, because you've got a massive production schedule, and then going in and then
it was a Red Bull.
Red Bulls for pussy. Which, by the way, is in the movie. So I didn't just come up with that.
I set that up for you there.
You did set that up.
No, but it is true. It's interesting because, this is one of those quick turnarounds where basically, as we sit here talking to you a year ago, we weren't even shooting.
Yeah.
It was it was a tough thing in post-production. And then IMAX, when you become an IMAX movie, which is amazing, it adds another 2 weeks to your schedule. Yeah. So, we barely made it. A lot of Red Bull, a lot of coffee. And, I think eventually once we're finished with this, there's going to be a heavy come down. So I've got to figure out.
Sleep for a
I
week.
got to
or
figure
two.
out what to do. I don't know what to do.
Alex, I was in Dublin, Cine World in Dublin, Parnell in Dublin a few years ago, and I was down, I think it was down on the bottom floor, and I heard these screams coming from the top floor. You were over in Dublin, I think, for a Wild Child, was it?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, and I was like, where's it? It sounded like some sort of mild tremor or something like that coming from upstairs. It assumes it was just all these teen girls upstairs that were reacting to you,
It
which is
wasn't for me.
was a few years ago though. So I mean, it's had to get magnified even more. How are you dealing with the kind of magnifying glass over your life? Is that something you think you'll ever get used to?
I don't think you ever get used to or ever want, but I haven't experienced it yet. I've been kind of fortunate, but I mean, you know, it's there's amazing perks with your job, and there's amazing downfalls. And unfortunately, I'm a very private guy and very shy man. Most probably wouldn't think so, but I am. And yeah, you just get on with it, right?
Fair enough, guys. It was a pleasure to meet the bodies.
Yeah,
Thanks
you very
very
much.
much.
Pleasure.